and welcome to a new episode of Release Recap. Today I'm talking to Hardstyle Mafia, who are making their comeback with a track called Strong. In 2019 they quit because Jesse, their producer, didn't really feel like he had any passion for the music and the scene left. But they are back and I'm very curious why, and of course we're diving into their new track. So I'm gonna call him right now and let's get into this. Do you want to start with a short introduction? Obviously I introduced you in the intro when I talk about what we're going to do today, but I think it's always fun when an artist introduces themselves and tells a little bit about themselves.
So yeah, I'm Jesse. I'm from Hardstyle Mafia, and we are making a little comeback here, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, you say a little comeback, but I think it's kind of a good comeback though, because people are really excited.
Yeah, seems like that, yeah.
Were the reactions good? I saw some of the comments, but it seems like really, really amazing.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting like at all. I was just like thinking that a couple of people would be like, yeah, it's good to know that you're coming back and so on, but it was really different than what I expected, and yeah, it was really nice, yeah.
So why did you decide to come back to Spoontech though? Because you said in the post when you stopped that you didn't really feel enough passion anymore for the scene and the music, and now it's about a year later, I think. Why did you decide to come back?
I don't know, maybe it was my attitude changed like a lot, like about everything in music, because before I took this project like way too seriously, and now I'm just more relaxed about everything here. But what changed my mind, I think, because I was making trance and I didn't have much creative freedom, and that was probably the biggest factor for me. So they would like tell me that when I sent demos to labels and stuff, and when they gave me the feedback, it was always like, this sound is too hard and this drop is too melodic, and change this and change that and blah blah. But they never actually told me what I need to do and what kind of sound they're looking for. They just throw in this and change that, and I think that just kills all that joy and fun from making any music. And so this whole year has been just me waiting for something to happen, and yeah, that's about it, about the trance stuff. And then just Wendy contacted me at some point and asked me if I want to work on something with Spoontech. At that point, I was still kind of afraid to work on hardstyle because of those bad feelings I got before. But then I just started to play around with sounds and stuff again with hardstyle. And there's no any pressure, or there's no one who will tell me that I can do this and I can do that. So that felt really good, and I was kind of surprised that it felt so easy to produce hardstyle again now with this new computer I have right now, and it felt like finally I can do like whatever I want without any boundaries, and no one will tell me that I can do anything.
You can produce your own music now the way you want.
Yeah, exactly. I can do whatever I want, and then I just started to get some more ideas for other tracks too, and then I just decided maybe we should do this, like try it again. And I contacted Kimmy and my brother and asked if they want to join me in this comeback thing, and so then we came up with this idea of 15 years of Hardstyle Mafia, and then I told Spoontech about the idea and they were all in for it, and yeah, here we are.
So now that you have your comeback, did anything change in the last year with how you produce and how you look at music?
Yeah, the producing wise, I've learned a lot of new techniques that I used in trance, and now I'm using them in hardstyle also. So that has helped me to make the sound more clean. And before all this, I always started the track the same way, like I always wanted to make this memorable melody. And after that was done, I started work on the other elements. And now I can just start from, like, let's say, screech or a kick, or just work on the mid intro, and then later on come up with the melody. And it's not that important anymore at this point. And Yeah, like I said before, I took this project like way too seriously. I remember sitting here and working on the kicks and thinking like, I can't use kicks like this because this is Hardstyle Mafia and blah blah. People won't like this. So, but now we're going to do whatever we want and have fun while doing it. And also our style has changed a little bit, because before our music was more like let's sing along and cry, and now we're aiming for more let's party kind of sound. And of course there will be the same elements as before, but more energy and less boring.
Doing a sort of a comeback track, right, with Strong. Like it's the first real release you're doing. Can you tell us a little bit about how that came to be?
Actually, the melody that's in the track is like the older melody we had in store. So we didn't know when we should use it, and now it felt like it would fit this so-called comeback track.
You were just talking about the melody is Strong. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Like I said, we had it like before, we had this melody idea, but like we didn't know how to use it, and for this track we wanted to create something really hard with it, so that's why we came up with this heavy metal theme and all these drums and guitars and so on. It worked really well, and I don't know, that's about it.
You already had the melody and then just build it into this new track with a new sound. Because it is a collab as well, like you're working with, I don't know how to pronounce the name, Joni? Or?
Joni.
Joni, yeah, Joni.
Joni.
Yeah. How do you work together on a track like that?
Well, it's always the same way, that first we finish the track and do all the melodies and stuff and so on, and then I just send it over to Joni and ask if he wanted to join in, and he's usually always happy to do it, and then I give him all this freedom to do his thing, and he comes up with the lyrics and the melody, and then he just does his thing, sends it over to me, and we all check if everything works, and if we agree, and then he just finishes his part, and that's about it.
Yeah, it sounds like you find it very important that people have their freedom to create something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the only thing that matters, that you can do whatever you want. I don't want to be someone that tells you like you can do this. That's like the worst thing ever in producing.
So what are you working on now? Because the first track is coming out in a few days. It will be out when people see this. What's the next step, do you think? You're just gonna create music, or do you have some ideas or plans?
Actually, we are currently working on this 2.0 act. So sort of, yeah, we're going to like make new tracks, old tracks to new versions, and just kind of make this live act kind of thing later on this next year.
You're gonna make old tracks of you into like a new version?
Yeah, older, like the biggest tracks we have, and some more unknown tracks. Like we want to like surprise people that here comes this old track in the new suit.
Is there anything you want to say to the audience that's watching?
Thanks first of all these reactions, and go stream it and listen it, and hope you like it, and yeah, more is coming very soon.
For everybody that was watching, thank you so much. Follow Hardstyle Mafia if you haven't yet. Check out their new track, it's out now. You can find the links in the description. Obviously, subscribe if you like this, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you real soon. Bye!
You